just outside the Sindesar Khurd mines of Hindustan Zinc Limited, where the zinc is extracted. And this shaft here is ready to take us underground almost a kilometer, where the CEO is waiting by to have a special conversation with us. We've been transported almost a kilometer below the Hindustan Khurd mines in Rajasthan of Hindustan Zinc to meet the CEO of the company. First off, I want to talk about this jumbo epiroc. And it's being operated by a lady here. She just spoke to us. Very interesting that women are stepping into this workforce, and you did have a chat with her also as to how we can attract more women into this space. And you also did mention that you started off just like a junior engineer like her. When do you think you'll see the next woman CEO of Hindustan Zinc?
No, I think time is not very far. We already have in Vedanta, our VRL CEO is a lady who also had a long career in both earlier Vedanta Zinc International, then Vale, and now back to Vedanta only. So Ms. Desni Naidu is our group CEO and VRL CEO, also a lady, a woman in mining. So we have already done that at the topmost level, and I am sure the time is not far when we will have Hindustan Zinc Chief Operating Officer or Chief Executive Officer also, a lady coming in. As I was telling that we need to now liberalize the laws of women working in the underground mine. They need to be allowed to work 24/7 round the clock. Once that happens, they can occupy statutory position of manager, and after that, no stopping. And we have so many women working in our mines who are absolutely many times far better than the other their male colleagues as well. But all they are working shoulder to shoulder with rest of the colleagues.
Recently, the AGM did take place a couple of weeks ago, I believe, and an ambitious target has been marked of 2 million tons by Priya Agarwal as well. So if you could talk about how this is going to pan out as far as Capex is concerned, 30 to 35,000 crore rupees of investment, I believe. In what phases are we looking at this investment being put in place for extraction, production, etc.? If you can talk a little bit about that.
So let me start by a quote of our chairman, Mr. Anil Agrawal. Life is not all that complex, more than what it's meant to be. So don't make it very complex. According to him, we have got 30 million ton metal in ore. That means all the ore that we have, around 450 million tons. If I take out the metal out of it, it will be about 30 million ton. And we are producing at 1 million ton. If you need to double that, that means availability of resource below ground is not a question. The question is how quickly we can mine and take it out, and logistics and things like that. So for that, in today's world, there is enough of technology. The current operations that we have, we are planning to engage an Australian mining consultant to increase that efficiency by 30% and balance production. That means currently we mine about 17 million ton. We'll take it to about 21-22 million ton by increasing efficiency. And for balance part of it, we need to mine 35 million ton to make 2 million ton metal. For balance mining, we will be expanding our mines both horizontally and also by depth. We have been also assisted by Government of India's new regulation of 10% additional mining space for deep-seated ore bodies. It will also come to our help. And so it's not very difficult. The surface plants are much easy to construct. Yes, underground development is a little bit of a concern. But just to give you the figures, you must be hearing, in Himalaya, such tunnel has been done, which some 8 kilometer, 9 kilometer over many years. Here, every year we do a tunneling through the rock about more than 100 kilometers. So we only now, and we engage about 900 odd equipment. We will be engaging now about 1200 to 1300 equipment and double the number, and it will come. It's as simple as that.
So if we talk about the strategy going forward, because since this announcement has been made, and 30 to 35,000 crore is a big amount as well. In what phases is this Capex going to be utilized? What are the key strategies that you're looking at, and what's the plan there?
So all ordering will be over by say November end. So So all ordering will be placed, including new smelters, new concentrators, all mine expansion orders will go ahead. Now the question of how do we finance it? So we believe that the project will happen over 3 to 4 year time. We make a rough cut at current production level, profit after tax of about 10,000 crore. So in 4 to 5 year time we will make 50,000 crore. Even if we spend for 30,000 crore, we still have got 20,000 crore surplus. So financially, we are absolutely in the stable condition. We don't need to take any debt for this, but for better cash flows or we have got good leverage and all that, then we'll see something.
Cost of production is something that you have actively tried to reduce in the last couple of years, and right now the target is to bring it down to $1,000 per ton, right? So if you could talk a little bit about that, what's the plan there? And you also looking at equipping the mines with renewable machinery. So if you could talk a little bit about that. And you already make renewable zinc, I believe so.
So we have already signed up for about 530 megawatt odd of renewable power supply, round the clock renewable power, and we have started getting it. Currently in our power mix, about 19% is renewable power. And by this year end, it will go to about 30% renewable power. By next year end, it will go to 60% renewable power. So once that happens, already we have reached close to $1,000 per ton, roughly about $1,050, $1,060 per ton, and we believe that in going forward, we will try to bring it below $1,000 per ton. And when we double the quantity, of course, we'll remain below $1,000 per ton. That will be our biggest strength in global market as well, because we may have to export and sell in far-off countries where we will command better profitability because of our low-cost operations. But we will have more renewable power and more EV equipment in the underground mine. The whole vision is while EV equipments in the underground mine will make it noiseless, will make it smokeless, that reduce the temperature, better operating condition for operators, but they will get charged by renewable power. So on the full cycle basis also, our operations will be more decarbonized.
So 2026, we should see cost of production going down below $1,000 per ton.
We should be around $1,000 per ton.
When we talk about the goal, recently, if you saw just before global turmoil took a ugly shape, and China did cut down on its exports as well as far as critical minerals are concerned, we did struggle for a bit. So that is what triggered a lot of Indian government PSUs also to focus more on this critical minerals issue as well. How is Hindustan Zinc planning to kind of give it a fillip? And if you had to speak of the targets set for zinc, lead, silver and other critical minerals that you're going to focus on increasingly going forward, how much of an uptick are you looking at? How much of a doubling up of production, if you could point out for each one of them?
No, so as of now for lead, zinc, silver, yes, we have a production doubling target in front of us, which is 2 million ton lead plus zinc and about 1,500 tons of silver. Currently we produce about 700 tons of silver. We want to double that as well. But more important is also our participation in critical mineral on two fronts. One, new blocks being given by government. One, also we are putting up perhaps world's largest tailing recycling plant in Agucha, 10 million ton recycling plant. What do we want to achieve? We also want to recover lead, zinc, silver, of course, from the tailing, but that will perhaps open the ways of recovering some rare critical minerals like germanium, gallium from the tailings that we had. So we are also exploring with various research laboratories how that is possible. We don't have a figure to just now to say how much and what we'll get, but we are hopeful because typically in sulfide ore association of germanium is common. We are quite hopeful of that, and I am sure once we start the recycling we'll be able to hit that. Otherwise we are working on the monazite block, and it's a good source of neodymium. As you said, China is restricting supply of magnets. So we need neodymium, and India has world's 1/3 monazite, but most of it is thorium rich on the sea beach monazite. So it's under the atomic energy control. But the block we have got in UP is a land based monazite. So we will see how to recover. First is to establish reserve and then make the process for extraction of metal from that.